like, do you want to cite?
That's Pogo Stick's book too.
Yeah.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Sensen should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds,
wow. Okay. Cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but the saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just kept seeing this ass as really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
a little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
You know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the most
I'm gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
that's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not... I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic, that is?
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Sensen gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. Balls. Here, hold on. Here we come. Hello, friends.
Balls.
Balls. Welcome to Monday Night D&D. How's everybody doing?
Medium okay.
Better now
just-
that we're playing D&D.
Why does that sound like a weird way to order eggs?
I was thinking steak and eggs.
like I like mine over easy, and you like yours medium okay.
Medium okay.
I feel like that's how I just am. If it's medium okay, we're great. We're great. You tried, I tried, we got somewhere. Speaking of which, I'm about to peel the plastic off of my Trader Joe's mac and cheese.
So this entire conversation just made me think of this. Control C and Control V. There you go.
If it's not the fucking squirrel.
No, it's not the squirrel.
Wait, do I have to look at Twitch? I only ever see the things that you do if I watch Twitch. I don't see it when you actually do it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it's a YouTube link. Oh man.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
You've all seen it before, I think. And I'm waiting for the look. I'm waiting for the look on somebody's face when they click on it. If you haven't heard this before,
I don't need to see much more. I don't need to hear it.
It's hilarious, and it'll be in your brain for the next week. Anyway, welcome everybody.
This is going to be my montage at work this week.
And every week, forever, please.
Forevermore.
Forevermore. Why don't we... Oh, that was such a cute little voice. So why don't we start with Myriad? Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Myriad. Don't call me Myriad_X. That's my government name. You can catch me here on Twitch, playing games and stuff and things. I can announce this, sort of. Macy's being a dickhead in the back. End of October, I will be starting up a D&D campaign on my channel.
Woohoo!
It's my first time. It's my first time DMing a campaign. I've only ever DM'd a one-shot before. So we're
fucking
jumping
awesome.
in the fucking deep end.
That makes me so happy.
So yeah, you can catch that end of October. I'll be making some more formal announcements as it approaches. And then yeah, I'm everywhere else playing a bunch of various games. However, this is now my only D&D game that I'm in, which is weird because the past 3 years I've been in like 4+ games a week. And I play Hiccup.
Oh my god.
That's all you need to know about me.
Alrighty then. Jax, who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, I am Senzan Resting Bitch Face Vandalzor. And I play a human sorceress with a draconic background.
You're so laid back tonight.
I don't know. Like I'm really tired and kind of like very focused. So
awesome. All right, Clover B, who are you and who you're playing?
Hi everyone, I'm Clover B. I play Maudit, although if we're all saying our character last names today, I will remind everybody she does have one. It's Rennie Flay, because she is also a stuck-up French bitch. And she is your kind of shady next-door neighbor who sells maybe questionably legal substances, but, you know, she's here for a good time and also a profitable time.
Awesome. Ella.
I'm just about done scraping the extra cheese off of the plastic with my fingernails, so I won't tell you. Hello, I'm the glamorous porn star Ella Darling. I play Pepsi Maxton. She's a cheerleader. She used to be a cheerleader. She doesn't really go to school anymore, but she still has a lot of enthusiasm, and she still plays pan flute in a band called the Only Pans, and she is really psyched about being able to finally cast some cool spells that she literally hasn't been able to cast the entire time she's known them, and she's really happy to be here. And you can find me on elladarling.com. That takes you to my OnlyFans, or if you want something actually cool, illreputepodcast.com. I just launched recently a new podcast with my bestie Sovereign, and we talk about audacious and controversial women. And we just released a new episode today about Sarah Bartman, aka Sarti, aka the Hottentot Venus, a woman from South Africa who is a fucking
very cool story. So check us out. I actually am more excited about you checking out the podcast than my pornography, which I actually make money on. So, but if you subscribe to my OnlyFans and you want free content, I give you homework.
God.
And you can get free pornography. Listen to and you'll learn history about awesome women. So everybody wins.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm Kelsey Maxton. I'm a satyr and I'm a bard.
I had a GIF and I didn't load it up, and it literally is Archer going, "Why don't you just shut your dick holster?" And I didn't load it up. Damn it.
Oh, see, me and my brother used to tease each other. We would tell each other to shut your cock holster. That was a great one. Until he realized that I would do that professionally. Stop using it.
I'm gonna skip Theris intentionally because she's not here, instead of skipping her by accident because I'm an awful human being. So hi, I'm Seth, DM, Esquire, or Hey Asshole, because you've all called me that, and that's okay. Why don't we start with where the hell we were last time? Does anybody remember?
I've never called you Hey Asshole. I've never called you that.
But you're allowed.
I'm saving it for a rainy day.
One day. It will be important one day.
We fought a bone dragon.
Yeah.
Did.
And then we have a ghost friend now, a ghost companion.
The wizard Topola, who you arrived too late to save, who had been killed by the bone dragon, and it's...
R.I.P. that pussy.
I was gonna try and figure out a way to, what was it? Condense the essence of the spell, enlarge, reduce into a potion, and then use the potion on the skull to make it small enough to make it into a piece of hat decoration to add her to my creepy witch hat.
We are hydrating. Thank you, Vlad. Yes, that will be something that will take some research. I don't see any reason why you can't figure it out, given some time, and you can walk around with the fetish of a dead wizard strapped to your hat.
Can it have like the same mechanical things like a ghost lantern?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
The fetish of that?
Now Maudit has a ghost girlfriend.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Maudit has like a focus, right? Like a shaman would use a fetish to cast something. Not that kind of fetish. Different kind of fetish.
You keep using this word, Seth, and you know exactly the single way that most of us are going to hear it. So, like...
It's so sad because I actually understood immediately because my mom has some Native American
not all of our minds are in the gutter, Ella.
I just didn't know this word had meaning outside of something sexual. This is news to me, and I'm here for it. I love learning, and thank you for teaching me. I just didn't know. So thank you.
It is, it has shamanistic things.
That's bitchin' as hell. I had no clue.
My religious studies undergrad degree is showing. All right, you have a decision to make, right? You were having a long rest, and the decision is, are you going to find her friend, who she says has a tool that might be able to end the Xerixian War, their campaign of expansion and aggression, or are you going to go try to rest up and do some studying and maybe spark a rebellion back on the Rock of Brawl before you do that?
If we go find her friend, can we still spark a rebellion afterwards?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
I feel like that will just gird our rebellion efforts, but I would like to take a quick rest. Well, yeah, I think
you were all taking a long rest. You were all going to sleep there for the night and, try not to get pooped on by the seagulls. Because there are many seagulls.
Yeah, get them.
Fine,
show them. Okay, I've taken a long rest. Then, if we're already taking a long rest, then let's not be lackadaisical layabouts. Let's just get on with our day.
Okay.
You can get on with it.
There is one other thing. You all actually remember this, even though it hasn't happened in our real lives for like 3 months. But like yesterday in game, there was that shadow dragon that attacked you when you came into
that's
space.
the problem.
Yeah.
You know, the one whose mate killed the wizard that you came to find.
Yeah.
That is
Well.
creepy.
Does it like sleep?
Who paid the most attention? Go ahead and give me either an Arcana or a... It's definitely Arcana. This is nowhere near a natural thing.
I don't have my dice.
I will roll an Arcana check. The wish and a prayer. That's a 2 plus 1.
15?
Nope.
22.
Of course, it's Hiccup. What did Jax get?
I got that plus 7.
See if my dice are working today. Yes.
Look at that.
I also got a 2.
The only one of you that actually paid attention in a class that day was Hiccup. And these are shadow dragons. You're not sure. They sleep like other dragons, so they might hibernate. Like, they might sleep for a month. They might not. They might stay awake for a month. Hiccup, you are reasonably certain, given what you have learned about dragons, that it kind of has your scent. It's probably waiting for you.
We've got some ADHD dragons on, guys.
I have such terrible news for you guys. That dragon definitely has our scent, and he's coming for our cheeks as soon as we leave this globe.
Is it like a cat? It'll start on the cheeks and the eyes if you die in its room?
I have thoughts about this. As a new cat owner, everyone's like, you know, your cat will eat you when you die. Dogs don't do that. Well, cats are obligate carnivores. And so cats can't help it. They have to eat meat. Dogs don't have to eat meat. Dogs can eat your shoes. I can attest that they will eat your tampons and hack them up, and then you just had the worst night ever, and now that's something you have to deal with. Cats are obligate carnivores. Like, of course they're gonna eat you. Don't blame cats. That doesn't mean they don't love you.
And
I would
also,
rather my cat eat my body.
let's be real. Your dog's gonna eat you.
Yeah, it's just not gonna taste as good. The cat just has a little bit more ambition and a little more gumption. And they're gonna get the and I bet by like once the
Cats
cat
are realists, honestly. They're not waiting for you to come back to life. They're like, nah, this motherfucker's dead. I might as well seize the opportunity.
yeah, this is no longer that. This is now just snacks. And the dog just needs the cat, I assume, to sort of like pave the way, make it okay. Because I have no fucking doubt Sassy would be on me in a minute as soon as Cat just makes it like, well, Cat's the asshole, so in for a penny.
I don't know what to say to that comment.
Look, I wouldn't have said that 3 weeks ago. I didn't know fuck all about cats, and now I'm probably
the comment I was replying to was
snared by toxoplasmosis.
The chat that was my dog ate a dirty diaper once.
Oh, that is not the worst
that's
thing my dog has eaten out of a trash can.
How did we get here? How did we? Never mind. You guys are handpicked. Yes.
That is why every dog owner has trash cans with lids.
I will agree.
This bitch. I don't know what she did.
But
there's a
either way, if the only thing stopping us from honestly doing anything other than withering away and dying on this godforsaken rock with a bunch of fucking rats with wings is a shadow dragon, then let's just go out there and kill the shadow dragon. Last time it took us by surprise.
powerful.
We can take it.
What do we know about it?
The bone dragon.
Have we faced it before, or it's just something that we're aware of?
So
we faced it, and it kind of it kicked our ass, but in our defense, we were surprised.
And you were down spell slots and things like that.
Yeah. Now we're ready.
Bring it.
What kind of dragon defenses can we set into place?
I was just about to ask, do we have options outside of actually killing the dragon? Is there even by a nut hair's breadth?
What if we cover our ship with the bones of the other dragon?
That way it
I mean,
thinks
that'd
that
just
we're
be
a
cool.
dragon.
And then we look like
It would be very aesthetic.
a bone dragon, and then we can just like fly our way out, pretending to be one of them.
Their intelligence is definitely over 4, isn't it?
Their intelligence is greater than a good chunk of the party's.
Hey!
That's just rude.
I'm just saying.
Very
So
smart.
it's not
They
gonna
are
be like-
spellcasters. Dragons, you've learned that at Strixhaven. That is, part of Dragons 101, that they are
Not
intelligent
every
and
spellcaster relies on intelligence, sir.
This is true.
In that case, are they
Some of us are
immune?
just pretty.
Are they immune to like just general charisma rolls?
Give me a history check. This one is...
I hate.
What if Pepsi tries to seduce the dragon instead? And then we just have a fun little, I have a stepdad now. I don't know when Pepsi became my mom, but she's my mom now.
I accept. I thought you'd never ask.
That said, your 14 is good enough, because this is widely remembered about dragons. They are highly susceptible to flattery.
Holy shit.
Oh, we're gonna
Oh my God.
kiss some ass out of here. Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck. And okay, so here's how Pepsi's spending her time. She is learning everything the fuck she can about this particular dragon or this kind of dragon, because she wants to know exactly how to approach with compliments that come from a place of sincerity. Because Pepsi thinks there's something to appreciate about every creature and something to love and admire. And so Pepsi is putting her heart and soul into finding ways to actually genuinely compliment them, just in case, because it never hurts. Never
Can
hurts.
I help Pepsi by relaying all of the things I know about dragons and shit?
I was just going to say, I think there's nothing here to research, right? She's got some books in her dilapidated tower, but nothing on shadow dragons. However, if you all want to pool your knowledge of what you've learned at Strixhaven, have a cramming session where you're sitting around the table going, all right, what do I remember? And just writing shit down. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
What do dragons like? Do they like? What can I bring as an offering?
They like their scales being complimented.
I wonder if there's a nice scale oil that we can offer.
My, what big teeth you have.
Okay, well,
I like your underbelly.
Dragons are notoriously, I don't want to call them narcissists, but kind of narcissistic. So maybe writing them as particular form of poetry or song about itself.
They're very frequently associated with fire, and they very much have an affection for themselves. They are Leos. I get them from birth. We are cut from the same cloth. I get it. They just want to feel special and important uniquely to them in a way that, is honest and earnest and not forced.
As far as you know,
So
that is true information. That is what you remember from your studies. That seems to ring true to all of you.
I think we're ready to woo a dragon.
Yeah.
All right. How are you going to go about it? Are you just going to jump in the ship and fly on out, or?
Can we jump in? Can I cast sending?
I mean, if you want to give me an argument for casting sending through the ship to the dragon, does it have to be a willing creature?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Because I could just cast sending and be like, hey, we just want to talk to you. No need for violence. You're looking mighty beautiful today.
All right. Why don't you? I would say with disadvantage, but I'm assuming that the bards in the party are sort of feeding you what to say. Is that a true statement?
Wait, are we confronting the dragon right now, or what is the?
We are luring the dragon to a parlay.
Okay.
So
Hiccup is casting sending, so she's reaching out with her bird mind and trying to make contact with the dragon.
What do we know about shadow dragons? Does it have a corporeal form? Is it made of shadow mist? Like, what are we working with here?
I want to give Hiccup guidance.
Okay.
And then also I want to set the stage for the physical location of if the dragon comes. I want to like
Remember,
to light
it cannot
a bunch...
approach further than like 100 yards out because of Topola's that big force bubble she has around the place.
In retrospect, we should probably not cover the ship with bones of its loved one.
Of its mate?
I mean,
Probably a
that
bad
we were
idea.
throwing that out there. We didn't do it.
Okay. Just making sure.
I have surrounded our party with various incenses. That way, when the time comes, I can do enhance ability and do Eagle's Splendor for Pepsi.
I have a haiku because ChatGPT did not do a good job of matching the beat of Last Caress by the Misfit.
Okay.
Sultry dragons gaze, midnight scales in moon's embrace, desires, secret craze. I told her to make it sexy. So.
All right.
That's
Is that what Hiccup is reaching out with, that haiku?
But like sexy though, Seth, and there's some eyebrow waggling implied, heavily implied.
I am perfectly okay with this, but I need to know. Hiccup is all right.
Hiccup does her best sexy voice.
Oh my stars and garters, Hiccup. Oh.
I know,
All right.
you didn't know I had that dog in me, huh?
Whoa, careful where you point that thing.
All right. Give me that persuasion check.
And it's straight up persuasion, right?
That is correct.
With you've got guidance.
Yeah, does Pepsi want to provide bardic inspiration?
I would
for this
love.
role?
I was just thinking I would like to do that, and I was like,
Okay.
yes.
Your DC's pretty high. I'll tell you, it's a 22. I've set it at 22.
Okay. So I got a 14 on the die, and then +4, +3.
Well, you roll a D8 for the bardic.
Yeah. So I got a 4 on the D8 and a 3 on the D4 for guidance, and then I have a +2 to persuasion. I can do math. Hold on. 18, 21, 23.
23. All right. That is by 1. You actually managed to convince the dragon not to simply pounce on the ship when you leave, and you get a response back.
Good job.
We are amused. What do you offer us for your life?
Don't remember where that came from.
We offer our devotion to your greatness and your beauty, which expands across the stars.
If you like my 575, wait till you hear my free verse.
You made the DM laugh, so that's a DC 20 check. They'll keep dropping if you keep succeeding. Are you booping for guidance again and bardic inspirationing again?
Yes.
Yep.
I think that's a 7. You the 7s and 1s look too much alike sometimes. This one's a really good one. So it's 17 +1, 18, +7 is 25, +2 is 27.
All right. The Xerixians have a mountain of gold waiting for me when I return with everyone's heads.
Are the Xerixians
How do they
like
know about us?
out of character? Like, can we convince them? Like, can we reasonably convince them from a position of honesty that the Xerixians are not good company to keep, and they're definitely gonna like be big old
Or
shit.
not the vibe.
Not the vibe. The worst. Like, so not it.
I also need recompense for the death of my mate.
Well, if you think Xerxian gold will do that, if you think the short-sighted promise, the promise of Xerxian gold, not actual Xerxian gold, but like the promise that you're going to get Xerxian gold is enough to make up for that, then far be it for me to tell you how to mourn.
Bring me the Dead One's spellbook.
I've already copied down all of the spells, right?
Yeah, but just to be clear, Mudit realizes that this is probably worth several tens of thousands of gold pieces. Like 50,
Yep.
60, 70,000.
But we're also worth more alive.
I'm
Also-
going to barter for the spellbook.
Hold up, real quick.
Ourselves is here, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Now
Thank
I
you.
remember-
Are we on
character.
cam or off cam tonight?
I'll be on camera. I
Okay.
decided to take 5 minutes and put some eyeliner on.
Cool.
You look
There you
fine.
are. All right.
I'm not saying this is a great idea because they're very smart. I'm just saying this is something that's up in my head. What if Inky is like hanging out? What if we have Inky help come and deliver it? Because then I can swap places with Inky. Like, no, that doesn't work. That would just put me in harm's way and then save Inky. I could take it and then swap places with Inky with the book in my hands. But I definitely am going to be crunchy after that. I'll do it. Fuck it. Just an idea. If we need the book back, which I don't think we do. It's not our book. Like
I
We
already
have
copied
an
down all the
infinite-
spells, so it's like
yeah.
I could recreate the book.
What trouble have we gotten ourselves into?
You're
Trying
neg-
to parley with the dragon.
Yeah, we're trying to not die, but also trying to not throw away really good money at the same time.
You're not sure if it's lying or not, obviously, but it has offered you, if not safe, it's not going to blast you to smithereens as soon as you leave the anti-magic bubble. It would like Topola's spellbook, which is worth a good chunk of money, like, you know,
Is Topola
50
the
to
ghost
70,000.
dragon?
Yeah.
Topola is the wizard that you came to find who has
What?
been murdered or killed.
What makes
And is now
spell
ghost
book
and we're hanging out with?
valuable?
Hold on, Hiccup and then Ella. What?
What makes a spell book valuable? Just like the spells that are in it?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably got, you know, a whole bunch of almost every first level and second set level spell, a bunch of
I have
third, a
those.
bunch of fourth, a bunch
We're
of fifth.
good.
Right. And it's also, you know, it just transcribing them costs money.
Yeah.
I didn't hit you for that.
You gotta
by the way,
spend
out of
money to
character.
make money.
Yeah.
Good, because I'm
Broke.
a little guy.
So the dragon would like to know if we have an accord.
Is Topola's ghost still with us?
That's what I was gonna ask. Can we ask her what she thinks of this?
Yeah, I really feel like her opinion here matters a lot.
It seems like Maudit's sort of bonded with her the most, so Maudit's probably going to have to summon her from her skull.
Yeah. I mean, as long as she didn't have anything horrendously powerful in there.
But could we just ask her though?
I mean, just to be clear, Hiccup will Hiccup tell them? There's a
I don't think
bunch
you
of
told me
powerful
what-
spells. Yeah, we didn't go down
we
that
didn't discuss
road,
it.
but there's probably like the most powerful thing in there is probably like 4 or 5 fifth level spells, which are not inconsequential.
There's like a couple of spells that could definitely fuck us up, but like, you know, it might be worth a chance if we could just, ooh, goodbye.
My question was just like to see how Topola feels, because it's Topola's possession. Like the spells in it.
She's got like
Topola
emotional
got-
connection.
But like it's her book. Like I am but a half-assed spellcaster. but it kind of seems like your book is pretty important. I do remember going to the dorm and retrieving a spell book before our entire school was destroyed because it seemed very, very important. And so I just want to, if we're keeping company with Topola's ghost, it seems like good form to just be like, hey, this was yours.
I will Hiccup just now remembers, because I just now looked. There are some 6th level spells in there, including Disintegrate.
Yeah, I don't want that dragon to have Disintegrate.
Do we think the dragon is already?
I have a suggestion. If he wants essentially retribution for his mate dying or being killed, he effectively wants Topola, or the ghost of Topola, to feel the same hurt or sense of loss. And he is associating the spell book with the mate in terms of importance to Topola. And so he wants to have it so that she can't, but what if instead of giving it to him, we offer him the destruction of the spell book instead?
That sounds very interesting, and I'm glad you vocalized it to all of us. Can anybody who just said what Winnie said do a check to like history insight? Maybe insight, maybe performance if you're feeling crazy.
If we're all still talking through Hiccup's brain, that's going to be Hiccup.
Okay, so what am I saying? That we...
Well, like, how do we feel like it's true that the dragon is really just seeking, like, the spell book as, like, part to
Hiccup, give me an insight check.
Martia. Crazy.
Not great. Oh, I have a +5, 17.
Knowing what you do about dragons and their greed, it is probably a good chunk of I want to inflict pain on the person that killed my mate, and I want the money that I can get from selling the spellbook.
Where do dragons go to sell shit?
You do recall from class, they are able to, as they get older, they are able to cast polymorph. You've heard tales of, dragons turning into humans and doing whatnot.
Okay. So, I think it's a little bit like he definitely wants to be an asshole, but he also probably really wants that money too, because that's a lot of money.
Hey, Seth, how do legal contracts work? Like, if we enter a verbal agreement with this dragon, how do we, like...
How do you enforce it?
You're my attorney. Can you advise me on...
Yes. The side with all the power can break the contract with impunity.
What if we promise to send people here for him to, like, eat?
I love these moral choices.
Some people just really want to be eaten.
Like, we could tell the stories of treasure here in Doom Space.
I don't plan to stay. Like, the response is, it doesn't want to be here, and it's going to leave as soon as, this business is done, one way or the other.
Is there a particular spell you want out of there, or you just want the whole book?
Well, if I'm not going to collect your head... Oh, sorry. I'm assuming you're relating this to...
Yeah, I relate
it. If I'm not going to collect the money for your heads, I will collect the money for the book.
If he just sells the book, is it really...
Okay, here's the thing. My goal is to get out of here alive and to basically do whatever we would have done having murdered this dragon without murdering the dragon or getting murdered ourselves. So, if we're comfortable just giving up the book, maybe we could do a thing where it's like we're gonna an escrow situation.
I mean, we could just give the book and really just really hope I could kick it into I don't know, warp drive or something as soon as we're able to, so we don't have to hopefully deal with all of that.
But I mean, if that, I mean, couldn't we just kick it into warp drive and not give them a look? Like, what do we get for giving them a look if we're gonna flee?
So what you're trying to present, what you're trying to stop happening is, from a mechanical perspective, it landing on your deck the second you leave the protective shell and you carrying it with you to warp. Aurora gives you a very elegant, here, Seth Godin machine. Why don't we throw it out the opposite end of the sphere as we're leaving?
Okay.
I didn't know that we could do that. That's a great idea, Aurora. I'm really glad to have you overseeing. Good insight. Good looking out.
All right. I'm going to say, and this is the capriciousness of everything, the universe and dragons in general, that there is a 50-50 shot it is lying to you. So I'll make the roll in D&D Beyond. And just to be clear, before I make this roll, this is the plan. We are gathering our shit, getting on the Moist Pleasure Barge, and leaving through one side, and, you know, dumping the book out the other.
Before we commit to that plan, I want to confirm one thing out of character before.
Sure.
Scribe Wizard, isn't there a subclass feature where if your spell book gets destroyed, or you can basically pop your spell book back into existence with your spells inside?
There is.
Can we not give him your spell book and then basically get far enough away and then warp your spell book back and drop into warp?
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys tell me what the plan is, and we'll see what happens.
Not my spell book, not my plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna yeet my spell book.
All right. Does anybody have Mage Hand? Actually, you can cast.
I have catapult.
Just yeet that book.
All right.
I might. I mean, whatever you have is going to be better.
I also think I have Mage Hand.
To use a stupid spell. I don't have Mage Hand.
Well, you figure out some mechanism. You know, who's got animal handling? You get some of the seagulls to do it for you.
Sacrificial goals.
+2.
I think the most animal handling person might be
I only have a +2.
I don't know how. I have +3 for animal handling.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be you because it's a wisdom skill.
I just rolled it because I'm a chill.
Yeah, you got a 10 and you did not succeed, but you see Pepsi down there like honking at seagulls, and they're like just like looking at her.
They're like
quizzically.
Are there plants? Can you tell me if there's ever any plants again?
I know you took that spell and we got lost in space.
I know. I also recall that, Seth. Crazy.
But no,
I don't know if I did much better with a 16.
Posture check.
Well, that is literally 16% better than
Oh, you're right. I am leaning all back. My back's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you let two of us specialize in fucking plant magic and then immediately yeeted us into space.
Oops. All right, 16 is absolutely enough. Theris, you actually managed to convince two of the seagulls to like carry Hiccup's spellbook to the opposite side of the circle. Now here comes the roll that will decide if the next hour of our game is going to be combat with a dragon or we get out of there.
And yes,
success. All right, under 10 was its lying, over 10 as it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you have successfully manipulated a dragon. You pass through the anti-magic shell, and you see that shadow pass under you and go straight for the spellbook. I am assuming at this point that with all alacrity, Hiccup jumps the fuck out of there.
Yeah! We're going to the Rock of, wait, we're going to the Rock. Are we going to the Rock of Brawl? We're going to the Rock of Brawl.
That's what I assumed. And by the way, no one even has to make this roll. You all realize that you have made an enemy, and that dragon will hunt the fuck you down.
So, that did actually cross my mind, and I probably should have communicated that thought. In retrospect, is he gonna hunt us down?
It's okay, don't worry, Ferris. Every god has an enemy, but they will all be struck down by me, because I'm very powerful.
Yeah, it's like, fight him now while we're still babies, or fight him later when we can whoop his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fair.
And to be clear, by the way, I dropped this in chat a couple of weeks ago. You guys are right now actually the same level as the professors at Strixhaven. Like, out of character. Just
That's terrifying.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that's pretty terrifying.
We know nothing.
Or maybe we know so much more than they do.
That's certainly a possibility.
I mean, their school did blow up and all, so,
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I had a school, I wouldn't let it get blown up. Maybe I'm just built different.
Say, if I ever was put in charge of students, I probably would look out for their well-being a little bit more. I treat them like interns.
I'd also make sure that they had like a dorm, like an actual dorm, instead of just shoving them into like an apartment somewhere, on their first day when they're already, I'd make sure they had an actual place to live instead of just being an afterthought.
I mean, I really liked our spot, so I'm super not going to complain about that. But
I probably would be a lot less, laissez-faire about the random murders, too.
Yeah, I probably would not be sending them out on missions where they come super close to losing their lives just, for no good goddamn reason. I don't
repeatedly.
Just for the little tug of nostalgia, I actually still have these loaded. There's your tower room that you shared above the bakery.
Aww, I miss that spot.
There is the common room.
It always smelled like bread.
Yep.
And whatever was growing under Monty's bed.
And there it is from the outside. There's loaves and lard from the outside. So.
Aww.
Maybe you'll see it again someday. Who knows?
Probably not.
I bet that is in rubble right now.
Yeah, I don't feel like it would be like going to school in the summer, except destroyed and dead people around you.
I mean, in all honesty, it's been several months, right? Like, who knows what's going on, really?
I mean we've confirmed the pest's still alive. As are
some of our classmates still alive, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they eated Erica.
Like, and we'll find out at the reunion. Like, any...
There you go.
Exactly. All right. You slip into warp space, and I'm gonna say, if you guys want to do anything, have some conversations. Bob wants to know what the hell happened.
Don't worry about it, Bob.
Don't worry about it, Bob.
Basis.
Oh, Bob.
Can I take a short rest?
It's all under control.
You guys can take a long rest if you want. If anybody use spells, you're going to be on. It'll take about a day and a half to get back to the Rock of Brawl.
I'm just going to keep hanging out with my new ghost friend.
All right. What would you like to know?
How she managed to escape the concept of death and become a ghost.
That's a really good question. I don't know. It must have been. She, like, in that old white lady thing, she leans in and whispers to you. It might have something to do with that. She's pointing over her shoulder at Aurora, like, quietly. My friend, my paramour, is like her. You think that has something to do with it?
Is like what?
I don't think so. I don't think it's sexually transmitted.
I mean, technically he is undead.
It's not that thing.
I really don't think this condition is sexually transmitted.
Undeath is not sexually transmitted.
I know that what we're saying is true, but just can I roll to make sure that what I'm about to like say is
Sure. What do you tell me what you want to?
I don't know. I just want to be like, yeah, it definitely wasn't that. Please stop being fucking racist to your paramour, which by the way is a great word.
Yeah.
And also by proxy to our friend. Like, you talk shit about your fuckboy over here by like transitive property, you're talking shit about our friend. So
well,
before I lay that down, I just want to make sure that I'm right. Before I say that out loud to this person.
Oh no, that's exactly what she's doing.
Okay, then stop being such a fucking boomer. Ew.
And she just says, I'm sorry, I didn't know how socially acceptable it was. It's one of the reasons I didn't live on the rock. Are you telling me
definitely
you're
not
fine
socially
with it?
acceptable to be an asshat?
Yeah, like, it's... Did you really think that was the case? Or, like, did you really sincerely in your heart of hearts think that was the thing?
I mean, it's magic. I don't know. We'd have to research it.
I'm sorry, do we live in the same plane?
Yes.
Magic is your
I don't know
excuse
if
for
we
being,
do.
like, kind of racist?
No,
Are you
what I'm
sure?
saying is it's possible that this was caused by that. She believes what she's saying, and you
I'm
get
gonna
that
get
sense
off my
from her.
I'm gonna get off my book. I've got maybe COVID, so my brain is not functioning well.
Muddy is just disappointed because she thought this was a kindred spirit in the realm of death and undeath and life. I was gonna say sciences, but magics. And instead, she just really likes the worst species of bird. And thinks she can catch being a ghost through vampire dick. Like she does not. It's basically like, I caught a cold because I slept with somebody who had herpes. Like that doesn't even make sense. Like even by logic of being a dick, it doesn't make sense. So she's just like, oh, you're an asshole and such a disappointment. You
And
won't
she starts throwing out other theories too, like trying to make up for it. She starts saying, maybe it was because of the dragon, the shadow dragon, and it had a symbiote. And she's just throwing shit out.
Is that
I thought you said
information we've heard before? Did we know the dragon had a symbiote?
I thought you said last time that you had unfinished business or something.
I certainly do have unfinished business, but I mean, I would like to finish my life.
That's not how that works. I feel like that's just like a normal thing. Like, oh man, dang, I got, oh no, it got cut off a little bit sooner than I thought it would. I had other things I had to do, but like that's just like a normal response. But like, actually tethering your spirit to like the material plane, like that takes a lot.
Yeah, if I knew what that was, I would fix it.
We could banish you.
I mean, we have told you what's wrong with your whole discussion about blaming vampires for things. You don't seem eager to fix that, is all. I'm just making it up.
She has no idea why she's here, and
why she's dealing with this asshole right now.
she's just like, she just shakes her head and disapparates back into the skull.
I'm gonna go do some research, I think, as well, just about spirits.
Okay. In that huge library you've got on the Moist Pleasure Barge.
Yeah.
We have Space Google.
On that note, we're going to take a little bio break. We'll be back in 5
Is that not what
minutes.
happens when I put the helmet on? Do I not just connect to the internet?
You connect to Space Google. Yes, that is to Dungeons and Dragons Space Google. My God. All right, we'll be back in 5, and with the arrival back at the Rock of Brawl, and what the hell else you guys are going to do tonight other than negotiate with the dragon. Hold tight. Let me switch the scene. And one of them will, as a favor to Dragomir, teleport you to and from Saltmarsh should you wish to go.
And if you twerk, we twerk, they twerk.
Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's a
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Sensen should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds, baby.
wow. Okay, cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but the saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just kept seeing this ass is really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
a little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Well,
you
you know
guys.
what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So, like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb-ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever. But occasionally, when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a
I mean-
kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the
I'm
most
gonna
likely
press to
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
Does she keep saying they're looking for a magic cock?
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
That's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not? I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic? That is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Just sense I'm gonna give him a lap dance.
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. You get the squirrel now. Do they have little chaps
I
on?
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably Flocka of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pest of butts.
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Volo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute with a romanticore. I feel like I've earned it.
Oh boy. Ranta will kind of lean over to Dee Dee and say, we have a group of manticores up ahead.
Oh yeah, I think the ranger wants to fuck one of them.
Not one. I mean, not anyone. Not just one.
Not one, all of them. Got it.
Poke me. Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of swaying with the music too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking, like not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
I love you guys.
Oh my god.
I can take them if I can be potion bitch.
Yeah. I feel like you've kind of needed the potions the most so far. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Because it's my fault if they don't finish.
It's always your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's always the man's fault if women don't finish stuff.
She has a point.
She does have a point. I'm not going to fight that one because there's no way for me to win that one.
Nope. You're a little bit outnumbered.
So in a flash of teleportation light, and there is no twerking unless you want there to be.
No. I'm twerking. Don't tell me I can't twerk. I'm just going to twerk if she wants to.
You can leave your cares behind because if your friends don't twerk.
Is there like Doctor Who noises as she twerks through the universe?
Jesus.
Hey,
funny.
At least you don't hear the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky, moist whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
How did you make it worse? Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think, is it milky actually in there?
They are milky white tentacles. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Rather you didn't.
Lots of D words.
All the
Dazzling
D-words.
Dee Dee.
Dazzling
Oh
Dee Dee.
dear God.
That's her Vegas name.
Dump truck Dee Dee.
She got that dump truck.
She got that dumpy.
Yep.
She kind of thick for a goblin.
You actually managed to convince the captain of this boat, Lord Dryland, to engage in some BDSM with your party.
Hoes make the world go round, baby. Oh
my god.
Right, but is Melitus? You're in the city of Melitus, right?
Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, DM.
Yeah. I don't want people to go back and look and be like correcting me.
You mean me?
Yes.
So Muddy had two courses of study. She had her unofficial one, which was, of course, furthering the never-ending march of capitalism via illicit substances. And then the other one is she is doing a research internship in the labs.
Okay.
Trying to force evolution on pests.
Is Maudie trying to amass an army of pests?
She's not
trying.
Avoiding it. Basically, if anything goes wrong, is it really going wrong?
Happy little accidents.
Yeah. So
Yep.
theoretically, I could stick it in his butthole, but I'm trying not to sexually assault people.
I'm gonna say I just rolled an 18.
Like around the ankle.
It takes teamwork makes the dream work.
My dice are cursed. Like, that's just what this is.
Hey, Madame, who's not supposed to vape in the house, is doing it on camera.
Hear you.
So Jaspar is our roommate gets a danger cutie. That sounds pretty wonderful.
Danger cutie. Oh my god, she is so impressive.
Hey, Madi, are you guys just hanging out, or do you think you're gonna be best friendies?
So I think,
I mean, I don't mean to rush you.
I don't want to rush things and all, but I would die for her. If you can do it extra better.
So we're coming back. Ball. Haha, you're not live yet. Now you are. Go ahead.
Balls.
Let me turn on. Ella had to dip. She is not feeling well at all, so we hope Ella feels better for next week. There we go. Pepsi, sir, not appearing in this film. Cool. We are back. After about a day and a half of travel on the Moist Pleasure Barge, which is your spell jamming vessel. I like saying that so much. You have no idea how much I like saying that.
I think we have an idea.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, an inkling.
An inkling. Do I actually have a picture of... I don't. Might be on the other screen. Anyway, you arrive back at the Rock of Brawl. And actually, I could just pull it up over here. Right? Oh, nope. That was if you were going to have combat. There we are. There's the Rock of Brawl. And let me turn off down here. There's a Theris, and there's a not appearing Pepsi. So, the Rock of Brawl. You arrive rimward at the dry dock and the regular docks. There is the Moist Pleasure Barge. Rimward.
He's using Discworld navigation terms.
Yeah. So you are the trailing edge of the rim, which is where the public docks are. On the bottom of the asteroid is the military docks for the royal family and the military. So there you are. Your good friend, I don't know if you even remember him, but the Commodore Guff, who runs the docks, he is a...
He's the hippo man, right?
He's the hippo man. Hold on, do I actually have a picture of him? I don't.
Hippo man.
Oh my god, really? Oh, there he is. Ta-da! With his little space parrot. He greets you and says, "Good to see you back. I'm glad your travels and travails have not shown you the worst for wear. Everybody looks all right. Ship looks good."
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're fine.
Absolutely. Nothing went awry. It was great.
He walks directly over to Maudit and says, "Same arrangement. Just make sure the payment's made on time. 5 gold a day."
I'm pretty sure we left before we used up all of what I paid for last time, but sure, I'll pay more. I love this.
You want to go try and sell the spell book?
Yeah, I really want to go try and sell that spell book. Yeah, I'll pay for 3 days this time.
Okay. That's enough time to ferment a rebellion, right?
Or run away.
You're reasonably certain... oh god, what's his name? Douchebag.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, right?
Cadmiel.
Cadmiel. You're reasonably certain Cadmiel would like to hear about your trip.
Fuck this guy. We have the person, like...
We did successfully get the person he sent us for. It's not our fault he sent somebody 2 months too late.
Yeah, it's actually his fault.
It's his fault that she died before you got there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is entirely his fault. We didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Yeah, we're new here. We're new in town.
2 months ago, we were still in school.
Yeah, we were learning.
All right, great. You have the world is your oyster right now, right? You can go anywhere you want. Mercane Agency, the Happy Beholder. You could go to the Jugglers Guild, the Red Masks Guild, or you can go directly to, I don't know, where do you think might buy a spell book? It's certainly not something you're gonna just walk through the marketplace and sell.
Oh, absolutely not. If anything, I would go to the Happy Beholder, talk to Luigi, and have him put out, I don't want to be like obtuse and say feelers, about...
If there's any collectors in the area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe start a bidding war? I love a good bidding war.
Fat Luigi our fence.
Well, you
What
realize...
about my friends that don't smuggle?
Yeah, the Mercane Agency might be very interested in it as well.
Yeah.
Where are you going first?
Talk to Fat Luigi.
Yeah.
All right, you disembark the Moist Pleasure Barge. You walk down Dock Street and arrive at the Happy Beholder. It is everything you remember: the smells, the sights, the sounds, the amoeboid people, the dwarves, elves, humans. It's just this huge melting pot. And of course, behind the bar is a beholder named Luigi, who greets you and warmly and says, "Come on in, friends. How are you?"
Does he like being called fat, or does he like being called Luigi?
I thought he was large Luigi.
He's large Luigi.
Because he
Does he like
likes
being
the
called
whole...
large, or does he like being called Luigi?
Are you going to ask him that?
Yeah.
Can we just call him Double L?
Double L, what's going on, my man? I'm gonna go up and slap my hand on the bar.
He chuckles and says, "Business goes well, and how are you? I understand you went on a trip somewhere. Sorry, he can't do that. He doesn't have fingers. He has eye stalks and no nose."
I imagine they like blink as though he would.
Or does he take his eye stalks and kind of go like wibbly wibbly?
I'm gonna say that's canon now. He does. He goes wibbly wibbly with his eye stalks. So, just everything went well. I haven't seen your celestial friend in recently.
Cause fuck that guy. We were hoping to use your interconnectedness on the rock to facilitate some trade activity.
Yeah, I'll I'll fence something for you. What is it?
A spell book?
And of course, it belongs to one of you, and it would never be a stolen spell.
No, it was not stolen. I promise you this.
It was bequeathed in death by a dear friend of mine.
I see. I wouldn't know this friend, would I?
Probably not. She was very reclusive.
I can probably move it. Obviously, selling it to a reputable vendor would gain you more money. I can do it quickly and quietly. But maybe if you want to make the more money, you go to the library and see if they want to buy it. If you come through me, my fee's 20%.
I like you, Large Luigi. Double L, you're an upfront kind of guy, beholder. Guy.
So,
I'm gonna look to Mati. What do you think? Wanna go try the library, or do you wanna do this?
I'm trying to think. Well, we do have the original owner of the spellbook currently with us.
Yeah.
So
I see.
So for once, it actually isn't technically contraband.
Are you saying that out loud, like to him, or are you guys just talking amongst yourselves?
I'm talking very quietly to Hiccup.
Yep.
This is weird. We're operating above the table.
I know, it's very strange. I look up to Luigi and say, we will circle back around. If we decide
Circle? That wasn't a dig, was it?
I must be very uncreative. I don't see how it could be.
He is a floating circle.
Oh. He would be a floating sphere. He is not two-dimensional.
He's also not as smart as you are.
I'm gonna just leave a little gold piece on the slide it over him. Thanks for your help, bud.
Yeah, thanks for buying the drinks. And he doesn't have fingers, and I can't go like that.
Unless he goes wibbly with his eyes.
He goes wibbly again. Thanks for buying the drinks.
As always, you are much appreciated, Luigi.
Yep, no problem. Just keep bringing me money.
And then I guess we wander away, just being like, I don't know how to be. Like, I guess we just go to the library and show them the book.
Yeah, we just say, hey, do you guys want to buy this book that we procured through adventure and not through any misdemeanors?
You and Senzan both, given what you've been through so far on the Rock of Brawl, you both know the Mercane Agency might be the first stop before the library. Like, they regularly vend high-end, I can make air quotes now, high-end, not stolen goods.
That's a good idea. And I think it is physically on the way to the library as well.
It is to the north of the Happy Beholder, right down Dock Street. So it's only a couple blocks away. And it's still midday. You left early in the morning. Took about a day and a half. So it's, just afternoon right about now. You're walking down the street towards the Mercane Agency. And it passes uneventfully, since nobody asked me if anyone was following you or not.
Oh. Well.
Let's be real. We're not used to people, jumping us in the middle of the streets.
Is the Mercane Agency where Cadmiel is?
That is exactly right.
Oh, I thought Cadmiel was on the other end of the rock on the
Did we move it?
Northern,
Did we move it? I think we might have moved it.
Quadrant and the... Well, let me look at the map.
Yeah, we might have actually moved the Mercane Agency because I think
Because the original Mercane Agency was near the Red Mask Guild
Yeah, so we did move it.
house.
All right, yep, we did. My notes are showing that it's not what's in the module. We did move it because I fucked it up the first time Senzan went there, so that it is actually near the Red Mask Guild house in the middle district.
I was like, sir, I have a mental map of this actual map, and you are changing where things are. Because
It is in the middle quarter. Yep.
We're going on a
Or the
lovely easterly walk to the
Yes,
library.
you are. You're going on a lovely edgeward walk.
We're rimming the edge over here.
Oh. My only regret is that Ella was not here for that comment. Anyway, please continue.
She would
You'll
have
have to send her a clip later.
She would have loved it. Again, the walk goes uneventfully. However, you all do notice it's not subtle. The air just improves immediately as soon as you enter the middle district. They get better air here. The streets get nicer.
Capitalism.
Yeah. The buildings get nicer. And you arrive outside the Mercane Agency.
We mad?
Senzan, you have the best rapport with these people. Do you want to lead this encounter? Not literally, but literally.
This not combat encounter.
Not, right?
Why not?
Well, hold on. There's two different things. The Syndiath line and the Mercane Agency. They're two different things.
She visited them both, and technically Maudit has not visited either of them.
Right.
Did I do the Mercane? I didn't. I know I did the Syndiath line.
You did the Mercane Agency as well.
I don't remember that as much.
That's what my note says. But that's okay.
I just went to the library.
Why don't we all go wherever you want to go? If you want to go to Syndiath or Mercane. We're going to the Mercane first, right?
Yeah, let's go there.
All right. It's almost like Cadmiel expected you. The door opens as you were reaching for the knob. And Cadmiel stands there, all 10 feet tall of him. He bends over, puts his head down under the jam, and says, "Come in, friends, come in."
Okay.
Well, hello.
It's good to see you.
I just walk on in. How are you?
I do well. Where is Topola?
Somebody.
About that, Topola is with us all.
Spirit.
In our hearts.
What happened?
Your timing was a little bit off.
Unfortunately.
But good news, she is bound to this mortal coil by her physical remains. And I just kind of like pull out her skull.
I love the fact that you are explaining to a Celestial that the person you were sent to find is undead, and you have brought the undead thing that she is bound to into his shop.
I mean, we didn't fuck up.
Ta-da!
He fucked up.
I see.
Popola.
And you are not responsible for this death, I'm sure.
No, a dragon was.
Yeah, it occurred 2 months before you even hired us.
That's unfortunate. He waves his
How are you
hand
feeling?
and utters a word in some celestial language, and Topola appears next to you. I am so sorry, friend. Do they speak the truth? Is this what happened? And she replies yes, and she thanks them for, at the very least, bringing her with them. He turns back to you and says, "Well, if not in fact, you have in spirit, and that is not lost on me, you have in spirit completed the terms of our agreement. That is satisfactory to me and our organization."
Yep.
Topola, do you trust them? And she nods and says yes. You have earned her trust. He is willing now to share. He makes it very clear that if you are indeed intent on returning these symbiotes to their home, then we will make this happen and provide the nav deck.
Yes. Ooh.
And all of you
Topola.
with symbiotes. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Topola told us that she has a friend that might be able to help us with this endeavor as well. So maybe you could help us find him because we don't know where he is.
The pirate, yes. Are you sure? He starts talking to Topola about this, and they switch to Celestial. Does anyone speak Celestial?
I'm gonna guess that's a negative.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
For once, my character is only bilingual.
They start to get animated. You catch a word that may or may not be vampire, And after this conversation ends, they both seem to be satisfied. And they both turn to you and say, you need to find the dead fleet.
Dead fleet. Okay. That's
Why?
almost as bad as Doom Space.
Yeah.
That's almost as bad a name in the module as Doomspace.
Why can't we ever go to the cheerful meadow or something?
You
How
did,
come
and
Dead
you actually...
Fleet shows up in Strix-Jammer, but doesn't show up, I don't know, in like actual physical like wet space for like my
ocean?
For my ocean warlock? Like, what the fuck is this nonsense?
Yes. The ocean. You mean wet space?
Yes, wet space.
You know what I mean? Like physical space, no ships, actual nebulous, not actual space. All the fucking pirates. What the actual fuck?
Well, remember, in that last game, there were like 30-foot tall giants smashing most of the ships. You know.
How did I fuck up?
It's
Which
a dead fleet.
character goes in which game?
So where did we get a nav deck to?
So you got a nav deck to Dead Space.
Dead Space or Dead Fleet?
The Dead Fleet is in Dead Space somewhere. They've claimed this entire area of
there's
space.
Doom Space and Dead Space?
Yes, there is.
Man, Wizards, you gotta do better than this, man. There's
I
gotta be
know.
better naming conventions.
They really got to the letter D in the dictionary and
Just
were
stopped.
like, yep,
Right.
not going any further than here.
They were like, we got our 3 4-lettered words, Dead and Doom. Like, let's rock and roll, baby.
Woo!
Captain Garangale is her paramour, and he's claimed that area of space, which is why it's called Dead Space. Right? If you claim an area of space and it's yours and you can command it, then you get to name it and, you know, stake your claim and control over all of that area.
Oh, so he's a fucking edgelord.
So where are the
He is on the
unclaimed
edge of known
areas of
space, yes.
space?
He's rimming space.
I would like to name space, please.
What would you like to name it?
When we become all powerful rulers, we'll be able to name space whatever we want.
Cool.
There you go.
Pest space. Oh my god, pest space.
I will not name it a 3 or 4 letter word. I can use multisyllabic words, sir.
Multisyllabic space? Sorry.
Honestly, yes. That's what it will be called.
All right. Captain Garangale is the pirate captain that you are to find, who apparently has some piece of leverage that can end the Xerixian expansion in all of space.
Cool. What's he look like?
I think I loaded it. Did I? Maybe not.
I swear to God, if it's
Nope, it's
just...
not Brenneth Blackstone, but we could use Brenneth Blackstone. There you go.
I was
Your
gonna
hot
say if it's
instructor.
Aurora with a mustache drawn on.
There you go. We could use your hot. I forget which instructor he was as.
He
Captain
doesn't
Garangale.
look piratey enough, sir. Give him a mustache.
Oh, I forgot one other thing. Hold on. I'm gonna swap it out right now. So here we go. You ready? You're gonna love this one.
Oh no.
Hold on. Yep.
Scared.
You should be.
Oh no.
Where did
What
I
you
save
doing?
it? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I saved it somewhere.
No, I'm not gonna hold on. I'm impatient.
I'll suck a bag of things.
Wow. Hurtful, Dad. Hurtful.
Right.
Oh, shit. There it is.
Double space, ball space.
Ball space. Yeah.
I'm in 4-letter word.
Moist.
There you go. And
Welcome to moist space.
there you go. And he is.
Oh.
You can't tell. He's some sort of cross between Drow and Eladrin.
He still doesn't have a mustache.
does
Is
not
he
have
part
a
of
mustache.
is he part of like the upper echelon of society here on Rockabrawl? And he was like, "No, I cannot abide by this. I must become a pirate." And he forgo his
noble heritage.
Yeah.
You caught me out. No, he's just a guy. Just a guy.
All right. Well,
I cannot imagine the more horrific combination than Drow and Eladrin. Because, like, I'm so edgy, I cannot see the sun. And then Eladrin being like, "What up, bitches? Get what season I am this day!"
Y'all want some drugs? Or is that just like Maudie as an Eladrin?
Now? Y'all want some drugs?
It's very true to the inherent fey nature of an Eladrin to be like, drugs sound fun!
Y'all want some fantasy ecstasy?
But like, even in winter mode, Eladrin are like, "I'm so over the top depressed that everybody around me also gets depressed." It's
and now you know
they
why
really said
Aurora is a
seasonal
bard.
depression, huh?
like, they're so over the top. I love them so much, but the two of them together is just. It's just a permanent teenager. It's a teenager that lives for 1,000 years.
Is he the one that gave Topola the venereal disease?
He's the one, yes, he infected Topolo with undeath. God bless you guys.
I mean, I can see why. He looks like an anime protagonist.
He looks like he powers up, you know what I mean? He gets a little and then he like it's like his next level, next phase.
I mean, you know. Oh, that's funny. I hit that by accident. I literally hit that by accident. I mean, honestly, he does look like he powers up, and I mean, you've seen Aurora power up. All you need is a bunch of, blood. So, yeah.
Well,
yep.
Guess we're going to find this butthole.
Yep. That'll be great. I mean, honestly, nobody can be worse than what's his name? Cadmiel? Cadmiel.
You mean the guy you're talking to right now?
Yeah.
What about the guy that we think roofies people back at Strixhaven?
What was his name? No, not Grayson.
I don't remember. It was always just
Quintorius Antiphon Melantor III.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Oh God, him.
Guild.
Oh my God, they kind of look related.
Yep. They look like they could be
they
brothers
have the
or
same
cousins.
hair color. Oh my God.
Oh my God, we don't like people with red hair. That's what we discovered here.
You don't like anyone drawn smirking is what you don't like.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
it is.
really could be it.
Unless they're hot dom mommy. If they're hot dom mommy, then you like them.
We don't like men drawn smirking.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Is we do not like the audacity of men.
Yeah. See, you like hot dom mommy, but no. Anyway. What the fuck were we doing?
That's not really a smirk. That's a don't fuck with me face.
Oh, I see. All right.
We'll have to categorize our stream as just chatting here soon.
Okay, so we weren't planning on selling the spell book to him, right? It was gonna be to the Syndiath line, right?
Well, he says,
yeah.
I could probably help you move this. Given that
we don't need it to be moved, we just need to sell it. It's we got the goods in nice ways legal. It's legal.
Right? Like, we can have her write out a certificate of authenticity. She's dead, but she's not gone.
How's she gonna hold the pen?
She's semi-corporeal. She made us fucking tea.
But if she can she cast Mage Hand?
maybe the automatons made you tea, but she did cast a spell, so it would be interesting to figure out how the fuck that happened.
Right, and she did actually try to drink it. It was very weird, but either way, she can touch things. It's she, like I said, she is semi-corporeal, not fully corporeal. It's strange, but I bet you we can get her to sign her name.
Well, Cadmiel looks at Hiccup and says, "By move, I meant sell."
Are you going to take a cut? Mr. Capitalism?
My lord would not appreciate if I did not. However, out of respect for our friend Topola, I shall not.
All right. I'm going to look to Muddy.
What's your what's the word I'm looking for?
50 to 70,000.
Oh.
Can I guess?
Maybe we can get some like upgrades to the ship.
That'd be really cool.
We do have access to a plethora of unique and magical devices.
Sure.
Excellent. Check back in. Well, we'll send a runner if it sells quickly. I will offer it for sale on the morrow.
That sounds lovely. Should we also spread the word of its sale, or would you...
No, let me go through my channels, please. He's obviously saying keep the riffraff out.
As if we only know riffraff.
You don't really know a lot of people, to be honest.
You are riffraff, dumbasses.
We are literally the riffraff.
I think we're upstanding citizens. Look at us. We got a book that we didn't get through murder and theft.
Or you just got it through grave robbing or looting.
We did not get it through grave robbing or looting either. It was bequeathed by my new undead friend.
Okay. Cadmiel has a word of warning for you that the powers that be know who you are. That little stunt at the Masks Guild did not go unnoticed. The prince knows who you are. Please, for your own sake, keep a low profile.
We are very low profile. Like, we can fly under the radar, no problem.
I see. Please take this warning to heart.
I'm gonna cross my heart.
That's all.
Okay.
And he ushers you out unless you had any other business here.
No, of course not.
So we're going to Dead Space, or you're gonna wait around a couple of days to see if we get a bid on the...
I would recommend from mechanical purposes, right? Spend a couple of days here. We'll see if I'll do a couple of rolls, see if the book sells, and then you guys can upgrade your equipment with the money you make.
Okay.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I mean, you might want to check in with your contacts, see if the rebellion is fermenting as you plan it to. Not only that, but research you might want to do, right?
Oh yeah, we want to do research why Topola is here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Topola's, you know, she's hanging out with you guys now after she got popped out of the skull at the Mercane Agency. She says, you know, maybe we should go talk to some clerics.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know any?
Last I was here, yeah, there was a street of let's see, what is it called? I gotta go back over to the other map.
There's the Temple District.
Yep. Where is it?
Up top.
Oh yeah. So
Near the graveyard.
Yeah, let's go rob some graves. I mean, visit.
No, we have to keep a low profile. We have to keep a low profile.
She says, I do remember several. Most importantly, I think there is a temple to Jurgle somewhere.
What's a Jurgle?
Oh,
God bless you.
God of undead, god of god of death in general. Very, from what I understand, very, very officious, very orderly.
Sounds like my kind of guy. I mean, at least more so than Cadmiel turned out to be. He was a disappointment.
I mean,
commerce, good. Capitalism, bad.
How do you extricate the two?
Ah.
I mean, he doesn't worship a god of barter. He worships a god of commerce. I can't believe I just started this conversation. I'm so sorry.
It mostly the fact that the power being held in the ruling class.
It's the class divide.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
So I guess we gotta go talk to this like Jurgle guy, huh?
I hope we're not going to talk to Jurgle. His scribes would do nicely.
Okay.
Either or.
Whatever you guys religious things do. I don't know how that works. Maybe I should. I want people to pray to me.
I recommend you don't mention that in the temple district.
It's fine. They just don't know that they're in the presence of greatness.
All right,
you have to keep a low profile anyway.
You make your way through the middle city and towards the temple district. Go ahead. Oh, making your way. The air gets even better. You're not in the high city yet, but you can tell that there's money here. The priests are not lacking. They want.
I'm gonna lean up to Maudie and be like, I bet the temples don't pay taxes either.
I can smell the wealth.
Yep. As you enter the main square in the temple district, Topola leads you down a small side street, actually, to a very, it looks almost like a flat where people live, and there's a small door, and it says, Temple of Jurgle in a very understated brass plaque on stairs that lead down into the basement.
We knock.
The door's at the bottom.
Oh. I'm gonna scuttle down. And then I'm gonna look back and be like, do we knock?
I guess so.
She shrugged. She's like, I've never actually been in here.
I'm gonna knock.
All right. You knock. It's a normal door. And after a few minutes, not even minutes, a few seconds, a young dwarf appears. He's in gray robes. And he looks up at you and says, yes, can we help you? Oh!
Off topic, I'm gonna be so real with you, Seth. I thought you were gonna be like, a firbolg appears.
No. Not in space. And he says, are we friends yet? No. What he actually says is, oh, I see. Has this one been recorded in the list of the dead yet? And he's looking right at Topola.
I don't know that anyone knew she was dead. We found her.
And without missing a beat, he hasn't moved anywhere. He pulls a notepad out of his pouch and starts, name, please. She looks at him and answers, Topola. Profession, age, goes down this huge list of things. Cause of death, date of death. Wonderful. Is there anything further you need now that she's been recorded?
Could you help to figure out why she's like this?
Well, obviously my lord is displeased with her for some reason.
How do we ask him why?
I suppose you could come in and one of the elders could cast an augury or some such.
Yes, please.
Oh, well, I assume you have the proper donation?
Sure.
Excellent. I need everybody to give me a religion check.
Capitalism.
A bunch of atheists walk into a temple. 9.
17.
Theris hates religion in any incarnation since she got a 1.
I think Senzan knows.
Yep, Senzan absolutely knows. They might
Theris,
be
you're
looking...
muted.
Yeah, you are muted.
Who, me?
No.
Theris.
Theris was.
Oh, I don't even know how that happened. I was just laughing that I got a straight up 1 on my roll.
It's very character appropriate.
It really was.
Hey, Senzan, you can share this with the rest of them, out loud or quietly or however. You remember learning about the sect of Jurgle, and they might be looking for something more than money.
Ooh.
Do we have to kill someone?
It's more along the lines of knowledge, or not something violent or necromantic. More along the lines of how do you think you might die, or So you walk on down into the bowels of this building, and it looks more like an accounting shop than a priesthood. There are tables everywhere with scribes just writing down. And as you pass, you see all they're doing is writing down name, date, age, cause of death, just over and over again. And you're not sure how, but these little stacks of paper just keep appearing on their desks. All they're doing is scribing down what appears on those pieces of paper.
How do you know who dies?
Well, that's my lord's responsibility. That's
Does he
why
tell
we
you?
exist. That's his doing. The little pieces of papyrus.
He's a busy guy, huh?
What
Well,
happens if you don't write someone down?
All of reality will come crumbling to an end.
Are you sure? Because you didn't have her written down.
Well, obviously it was in my master's plan that she come here.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna wink at him. Okay.
Muddy, giggled.
He looks at you with a very oddly familiar grin and says, "It's all right. Everything comes to my master in the end."
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna keep walking in silence.
Yep. Eventually you reach it again looks like an accounting shop. There's a raised bench at the end with a hunched over human man, elderly, frail, just looks down at you and says, "Yes?"
Hi. We're the Danger Cuties. Nice to meet you. Anyway, we have this friend with us, as you can see. She is dead.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She is, yes.
Could you help figure out why she's here like this?
Do you seek revenge on anything? And he's talking directly to her. She says, maybe the dragon that killed me. Is it dead? Yes. A person who wronged you, perhaps? She says, I can't think of anyone. So we'll need a spell then, yes?
Yeah.
We'll prepare the paperwork. Come back tomorrow. There will be it will be executed in triplicate. Expect about 400 pages each.
I'm gonna look to Maudit and Theris and Senzan. I'm not doing the paperwork.
We'll cast whatever ritual we need, and you'll have your answers.
I look back at I hiccup. I'm like, but you scribe. You like writing.
Not 400 pages worth of stuff.
Yeah, I look down at Erica.
You think she could do it?
The pest Have the pest
like a high
contract.
school intern to do this.
Intern.
A pest intern.
Just a little circular sucker footprint as the signature. 400 pages.
And be prepared to explain your what are we asking for now? Ah, yes. Greatest fear and the manner in which you believe you will die.
Okay. Like all of us?
Oh, yes.
Okay. We're gonna
That's
go now.
all.
Bye.
All right. I think that's where we're going to end it tonight. It is 4 minutes to 10, and I don't have a reason why she's bound yet, so I'm going to have to make it up before next time. So I can't answer that question until I figure out how it ties into everything else. So
Do you think it's because she just wants to bone her paramour one last time?
I was gonna say, I want it to be something so dumb, like she just forgot to die.
I mean,
She left the stove on.
I'm thinking about tying it to the seagulls. I don't know why. In the book, they don't explain why there's like 200 seagulls flying around. They're just there.
She's actually in the book. I thought she was just some weird fever dream character you made up.
Oh no, she's Topola. I mean, she's not dead in the book.
She's Topola, as though that explains anything at
Yeah,
all.
no, she's not dead in the book.
Like-
She's alive in the book, but I wanted her dead for reasons. So, yeah. All right, cool.
STD kink.
All right, let us do confessionals, and then we will talk about next week. So let's start with what to eat tonight.
Oh boy.
Boy.
Okay. This was fun. Body making money, and then I'm gonna use the money to make more money because I'm gonna use the money from the spell book to fund the copying of the nav deck to sell the copy of the nav deck to get more money so that we can upgrade our shit. So that the next time we see the dragon, we can just murder it. And then we're gonna go into Dead Space, and I'm gonna be a lich, and it's gonna be cool.
That's awesome. I love it. All right, Theris.
All right. Theris doesn't even know what's going on with this undead lady, and glad we got away from the dragon. I don't know what the heck a dragon needs with a spell book or money for that matter, but whatever. We got away and we didn't have to fight, which is kind of nice because the undead dragon beat me up pretty good, so I didn't really want to fight a non-undead dragon, which I suppose is a double negative, so that's really just a live dragon. And yeah, I really, I love traveling, and I love seeing new lands and going on adventures, but come on, man, we're going from Doom Space to Dead Space. I feel like, I don't know, we need some better places to go.
You don't want to go to like the Happy Puppy Space?
I might take Happy Puppy Space at this moment. As long as there's no, like, weirdos hawking their weird ideas in this temple. I don't even know what he's talking about. 400 pages. I am not signing 400 pages.
As an aside, I considered playing my Priest of Jurgle in the last game, as that kind of officious priest, and I wouldn't heal anybody unless they signed a contract to be healed.
Oh
Anyway,
my gosh.
I did not play it like that, but... Alright, Hiccup!
Well, I don't think that dragon was very smart, if I'm being honest with you. I think he was a little bit of a dum-dum, and I think he got what he deserved. Stupid dragon thinking he can outsmart me. I'm the more evolved of the species. Birds evolve from dragons, don't you know? Anyway, I think that we're going to be very rich and we're going to be very powerful within the near future. And I'm very excited. I think we should put some like lasers on our ship. I think lasers would be pretty cool. I don't know the logistics of that, but that's not for me to worry about. There's other people to worry about that. I'm confused about the whole Jurgle thing. I don't quite get it. Very weird. More capitalism, honestly. This entire place is just full of capitalism. I think, and also the whole Dead Space, Doom Space thing, I really think the powers that be need to think of better naming conventions, or at least be a little bit more creative in their endeavors, especially, you know, it's like this multi-billion-dollar company. You know, I think we could do better.
All right. Sensei.
I mean, basically, Senzan is sort of checked out and in like this weird. She's like, you know, trying on this symbiote life. She's kind of just floating around with everybody else. And all she wants to do now, I think, having been merged with the symbiote the longest, she just wants to get out to their area of space and do them right. So all this back and forth of selling things and haikus, while interesting and in its own right, she's kind of like, all right, we have a higher purpose, y'all. We need to do the we thing and save everybody. So yeah, she's going through just kind of an existential crisis, but she doesn't realize it.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, cool. Anybody want to add anything before we call it? I'll take that as a no.
Oh.
No. Balls.
Balls!
All right, cool. We will be back on Wednesday with Waterdeep by Gaslight, and then on Thursday with Magic, and there's no Friday night game anymore. And then on Sunday with Magic. And we'll be back here next Monday with Strix-Jammer Lost in Space.
Wow.
And sneezing. And balls.
That's you. And balls. And sneeze. And balls. And sneeze.
Somebody please make a gif of that. Just repeating forever. On that note, good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.